Oh, I'm such a charmer. Unintentional first stop. Here's a shot that I wasn't expecting at all. As I was driving up, the sun started punching through these low clouds, and we had this slushy, snowy mix, which is kind of unexpected. And found this, this tree that I've known about. I've driven by a bunch of times. I've shot before with limited success. And if you look at it, it's just got its spring foliage started up, and that's halted all of the snow that's fallen on the rest of the field from right underneath it. So you have this fresh green grass, a nice moss on the rocks. There wasn't snow falling when I took the photo, unfortunately. That could have been an interesting atmosphere. Although maybe it's going to punch through again, I don't know. Yeah, so swung the car off the side of the road and just jumped out, flailing around every which way, trying to get everything lined up and in time. And I think we got a nice shot. Alright, this morning I am in the Montgomery Woods State Reserve in technically Ukiah, California. So I'm here in the Redwoods, walking up a hill, and I'm trying to get... Montgomery Woods is kind of an interesting redwood grove. A lot of it sits in a bowl, so you have to hike up this... That's not a big hill, but it's a big hill. It's just not a very long hill. It's it's long enough. It's just not. I don't know. What is it? Half a mile. So I'm trying to catch the first light to fall into the bowl and illuminate the sides of the redwoods, because although I'm getting over a cold and my lung capacity, it's just not what it should be. Huffing and puffing as I go. I'd been tracking the weather for weeks, trying to find a point where a storm would break at approximately sunrise, allowing me to catch some filtered golden light into the main grove of the redwoods. With the majority of Montgomery Woods existing in a bowl, most of the soft early morning light doesn't reach the forest floor. So in order to get a nice, soft light, you have to plan or pray for some atmospheric conditions that will act as a diffuser for you as the harsh post-sunrise light breaks into the grove. As I made my way through the woods, it was apparent that the recent rains were going to affect my photo plans, as I came across sections of the path that were completely flooded, making them, with my current gear, impassable. So I turned around and wandered to a different part of the grove, following the light and looking for a composition. I've been wandering around the woods for a while, and haven't had a lot of luck. The light here is incredibly tricky. As soon as you see a little bit of light punching through and giving you any kind of subject, it just disappears. And the time it takes you to set up your tripod, it can just vanish. So you have to be very quick, which, when generally landscape photography, you have a little bit more time, but yeah, currently just still wandering around trying to find some compositions that I like, and hopefully find something that's alluring and something that the light will strike. But gotta hurry because, well, as soon as that light starts really punching through, it's gonna get too harsh in here, and not gonna have any photos because the redwoods are just, they're so dark. As you can probably tell, I'm sure this video is incredibly grainy, but it's just really dark in here. And then when you get that sun punching through from above, the photos become just awful, really, really bleached out with dappled light. So onward and upward. All right, so it seems like the PSA on poison oak that I did last week was, you know, it's so funny. I didn't really intend it to be like a thing. It was just kind of a thing that was there. And so I thought, okay, well maybe I'll try to make, you know, Brian's PSAs a thing. And unfortunately I can't think of another word. And this week I wanted to show you something really special, which isn't doing super well right now. It kind of comes and goes, but I wanted to show you an albino redwood. So this is an albino redwood. They are not super common, I'm told. They're very strange. They look and they feel just like the shoots of a younger redwood. So you know, you see this guy here, and if you look to this redwood branch over here, you know, it's the same kind of idea, but it just doesn't produce chlorophyll, I think. Please correct me if I'm wrong on that one. So here's the deal with the albino redwood. It just kind of bushes, as you can see. All this brown stuff is the dead, the previously living albino redwood. But because it doesn't produce chlorophyll, again, I believe that's what its issue is. It bushes, it gets to about 3 feet tall, and then it dies off. But it's still kind of a unique thing to experience. Alright, so I think I found my first composition in the redwoods. It's kind of a dodgy composition, to be honest, but I'm hoping it'll work. I've been following the stream, trying to find some light that's really starting to punch through and make it work for me, but in this instance it's kind of the absence of the light. So what I've got is this massive pair of redwoods here. It looks like one tree, but it's actually one standing straight up and then one kind of leaning. And got the sun coming through the trees just there. A reflection in the river here, and just some of these ferns catching the first rays of sunlight. So I'm shooting at f11, an 8-second exposure at approximately 35 mil. Set the timer, and then don't move. So nerve-wracking, isn't it? Alright, let's see what we got. Apologies for everything. Apologies for the filming, apologies for the exposure, but as I've said before, I don't know, 100 times today anyway, the light happens here quick, incredibly quickly, and you have to be ready for it. And there's this trunk of this huge redwood just ahead of me, and the forest is flooded. Have I mentioned the forest is flooded? The forest is flooded, and all these places where there's normally not a river, there is. And currently, we have this one massive redwood that's being just kind of ringed by this river that should just be forest floor. But yeah, acting as a river currently. And the light has just punched through, is illuminating it behind these other 3 smaller redwoods. Just babies. But be no filming trickery here, my friends. I am way too focused on other things right now. Let's see, I'm gonna guess F11 probably 6 seconds. 3-second timer. What happens? Who knows? You'll know. To those who have made it this far, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, share, please subscribe. See, there's a thing over here, I think. Yeah, somewhere over here. So that would really help out. Thanks a million, guys. See you next time.